let's get started in child's pose. If you are watching this at home or in your office, please make sure that you give yourself enough space around your mat so that you're not hitting anything, desks, sharp edges, anything like that. Start firing up your breath, your victory breath. That's what I like to call it. In Sanskrit, if you're interested, is ujjayi breath. So in through your nose, out through your nose. Helps warm up, restricting the back of your throat, making that audible breath. Walk your fingertips forward. And if you want a deeper stretch, instead of letting your forehead down on the mat, let your chin find the mat. Maybe lift your elbows up and come up to your fingertips. One more breath. Come up to tabletop. Shoulders right over your wrists here. And your toes could be tucked under or flat on the mat. Inhale, reach your right hand forward, left foot back. Active hand, active foot. Flex your foot, fingers wide. Bend your knee and reach. Stretch it out. Come back to all fours. Shift your weight from knee to knee. Left hand forward, right foot back. Bend your knee and reach. Stretch it out, tabletop. Now let's do a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, shoulders back. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine. Curl your toes under and send your hips back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, move your hips from side to side, fingers wide, and then pretend like you're suction cup your hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your core, and now walk your feet towards your hands. Ragdoll, opposite elbows sway from side to side. Shake your head if it feels good. Roll out your neck if it feels good. But drive the crown of your head down as much as possible. Bending your knees, bending one knee at a time if it feels good. Now place your right hand right in front of you. Bend your right knee and open up. Lift your left hand up. Switch sides. One more round. And switch. Come back to center. Slowly and intentionally reach all the way up. Extended mountain pose. Hands at your heart center. Look at your fingertips. Widen your stance. Inhale fully. Exhale through your nose. So your core is tight on every inhale and every exhale. One more. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale one more time, flatten your back. Plant your hands. Plank pose. First plank, so shift your weight back and forth. Elbows in, fingers wide. Push your heels away from you. Shift forward. Lower down, chaturanga, and hold. Untuck your toes, press your chest through your hands, upward facing dog. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out through your nose. Lift your heels high, bend your knees low, jump or step forward. Lift halfway, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, breathe. Forward fold, breathe. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Exhale on your way down. Hold. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, in. Send your hips high. Exhale, sink your heels low. Lift your heels, bend your knees, jump or step. Lift halfway, forward fold, mountain pose. Hands at your heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Hold your low push-up. Upward facing dog, proud chest. Downward facing dog, hips back. 2 breaths. We're gonna do a few more and we're gonna pick up the pace. You guys ready? Keep your core engaged and keep your breath flowing. Heels up, breathe in, knees low, jump or step, halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain reach, fold, exhale. Flatten your back, high to low push up. Upward facing dog, don't hold your breath. Downward facing dog. Right away, heels, knees, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain pose, reach. Hinge at your hips as you exhale. Lift halfway, squeeze your shoulder blades. Jump or step back, high to low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more, heels up, knees low, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain pose, reach, forward fold. Lift halfway. High to low push up and hold your low push up. Upward facing, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Downward facing, send your hips back. Nice. Right foot forward in between your thumbs. Keep your hands glued to the mat. Shift your weight back and forth. Open up, right hand up, easy twist. Try to get your shoulders in line with each other. Fingers wide, active arm here. Look down at your foot. Side plank. Remember, you can modify your side plank. Reach your top leg. Squeeze. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left foot forward. It's like you're doing a runner's lunge here. Shift your weight back and forth. Easy twist, open up, left hand up. Fingers wide. Look down at your foot. Core is tight, side plank. So you can be here. If you want more, lift your top leg. You can always modify. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, proud chest. Downward facing dog, hips back. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Look forward, go forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose, reach. Lift your heels high. Hands at your heart center. Squeeze your core tight. Chair pose. Keep your heels high. Bring your awareness to your heartbeat. Fingers wide. Forward fold, exhale. Lift halfway. Plank pose, top of the push-up. Lower down, chaturanga, hold. Upward facing dog, proud chest. Downward facing dog, send your hips back. Right foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Inhale, flip. So here, lift out of your torso. So don't worry about like the side bend here, just worry about extension. And now cartwheel down, high to low push-up. Option to keep that foot lifted, upward facing, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Lift your heels super high, bend your knees super low, travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Come up, mountain. Heels high. Hands at your heart center. Squeeze everything in and then sit in your imaginary chair. Fold forward, let go. Halfway lift, breathe in, chaturanga. Hold your low push-up before you transition into upward facing dog. We love to go straight to up dog. Downward facing dog, hips back. Right side, warrior one, inhale as you come up. Exhale, warrior two. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, belly in, flip and reverse. Side angle pose. So your hand can come inside or outside your front foot. Press the outer edge of that back foot. You can come to your fingertips or down to the mat. Or if you want to modify, you can always rest your forearm on your thigh. Reach your top hand forward for an extended side angle pose. Reach your bottom hand forward, holding a beach ball. Squeeze your core, 3, 2, 1, flow, high to low push-up. Proud chest forward, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Remember, keep inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs back up. Just making sure you're paying attention. Left foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Nice and slow, flip and reverse. Remember, you're lifting up and out of your torso instead of just worrying about the side bend. Cartwheel down, side angle lunge. Fingers wide so that you have an active arm. Remember, even if you're modifying, you still don't want to dump your weight into that side. You want to lift up and out of your torso. Extend your side angle pose. Holding a beach ball, 3. Squeeze everything in, 2. Hands to the mat, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Lift your heels high, bend your knees low, travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose, reach. Heels up. Squeeze your thighs together. Hands at your heart center. So press your palms a lot so that you widen your collarbones, you puff up your chest. And then sit low, chair. Core is super tight. Fold forward, let go. Lift halfway, high to low push-up, and hold your low push-up here. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Shift forward into plank. Lift your right heel high for 3, 2, 1. Switch, left heel high. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, low push up. Right heel high. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, go. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose, reach. Grab a wrist, any wrist, and then side bend. Come back to center. Move the same thing. Come back to center. Hands at your heart center. Look at your fingertips. Inhale fully. Exhale through your nose. Reach up, look up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. High to low push up and hold your low push up. 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Back heel stays up. You can always modify your crescent by letting your back knee find the mat. Arms by your ears here, core is tight. And breathe. We're gonna hold this for a minute. Lower down and lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Stay here. Hands at your heart center. Shift forward. Twist over your front thigh. Twisting crescent lunge. So here, you want your thumbs in line with your heart. So press your torso away from your thigh so that you get a deeper twist. And then you can open up your arms. Your hand can come inside or outside your front foot. And you can come up to your fingertips or make a fist. Whatever works for you here. Keep breathing. If you want more, you can come into a half bind here. Reach your hand up and now come up and around, warrior 2. And now you may straighten that front knee. Send your hip back, triangle pose. Remember not to lock your knee here. If you need to bend and straighten a couple times, you can do that. Bring both hands to the mat to frame your foot. Pivot your back heel, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Walk your heels back towards your feet. And now with your fists, I want you to tap your thigh and your calf and your shin and squeeze if you need to. Flatten your back, reset, forward fold. Mountain pose, reach, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, walk your hands forward. Plank pose, upward facing, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side crescent lunge. I'll do it this way. Okay. So we're holding our crescent, squeezing your belly so that you're not dumping into that hip joint right there. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift and stay. Hands at your heart. Come forward, twist over your front thigh. Remember, press your torso away so that you're twisting deeper. Press your palms together. Your thumbs should be in line with your heart. Extend through the crown of your head. And now open up your arms. You can take a half bind if you want to. So when we hold a pose for a couple breaths, there's this act of surrender where you're like, I accept the feeling that the signals that my thighs are giving me. I'm okay with the sensation. But it takes holding a pose instead of just going through each pose. Reach your top hand forward, up. Come up and around, warrior two. And then straighten your front knee, send your hip back, triangle pose. Both hands frame your foot, pivot your back heel, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog, side out. Give yourself a break here. You can come down to your forearms if you like, or you can just keep walking your dog. And now walk your hands back towards your feet. And again, tap, squeeze. Lift halfway, fold, mountain pose. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, look up. Cactus arms, back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms, back bend. Inhale, reach up. And now right knee high for three-legged mountain. Open up. Standing leg raise, Utthita. Look over your left thumb. Go back to center. And come back down. Shake it off. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach. Left knee high. Grab your knee and open up like a book. Come back to center. Come back down. Inhale fully. Reach up. Swan dive down. Halfway lift. Walk your hands up to plank. Right heel high. 3, 2, 1. Left heel high. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Hold. Right heel high. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Travel forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Reach. Heels up. Hands at your heart center. Sit in chair. How are we doing? Good? All right, let's smile. Let your heels find the mat and then adjust your chair. So tailbone down, belly in and up. Twist to the right. Again, you always want your thumbs to be in line with your heart. So again, active surrender by holding a pose for more than just a couple breaths. Feeling our thighs, feeling our calves. Look down at your feet and then lift your left leg up and back, twisting crescent. Holding here for 3, 2, open up your arms. One more time, look down at your hand, side plank. And remember, you can modify your side plank. Actually, let's all get into modify side plank here, right here. And then I want you to lift your leg up and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. One more time. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Give yourselves 3 breaths. Surrender into the stretch. Stretch the backs of your legs. Come back to your ujjayi, your victory breath, which is like in through your nose, out through your nose. Next, inhale, heels up, knees low, travel forward. Lift halfway, forward fold. Chair pose right away. Twist to the left. So come back to, no, don't come back anywhere actually. Keep pressing your palms together so that they're in line. Your thumbs are in line with your heart. Look down at your feet. Right leg up and back. Twisting crescent. And again, core is tight and you're twisting from your low belly, not your neck, not your shoulder. Open up your arms. Look down at the mat, side plank. And remember, you can modify your side plank. Let's all get there. Lift your leg. Flex that foot and then lift and lower. Keep going. Don't hold your breath. Chaturanga. Exhale on your way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel high to the sky. Knee to nose, exhale. Three-legged dog. Knee to elbow. Three-legged dog. Knee to opposite elbow. Three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Let's do the same thing on the left. Left heel high. Knee to nose, squeeze your core. Three-legged dog, exhale. Knee to elbow. Three-legged dog, knee to opposite elbow. Three-legged dog stretch, downward facing dog. Let's take child's pose. And then surrender into this resting pose, just like you surrender into the core tightening, thigh burning poses. Side out if you need to cool off, or keep inhaling and exhaling through your nose if you need to warm up, or if you want to stay warm. Let's all meet in downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Right heel high, 3, 2, 1. Left heel high, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, 3, 2, 1. Left, 3, 2, 1. Up dog. Hold here. Stretch your abs. Downward facing dog, side out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, go. Halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain pose, reach and stretch. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold. So from this fold, I want you to place your right, just like at the beginning, right hand right in front of you. Bend that knee and then reach to the ceiling with your left. Switch. Fold forward, hug the backs of your knees. Flatten your back, plant your hands. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose, reach and stretch. Forward fold, exhale. Lift halfway, plank pose. So you can do this here or on your forearms, step or jump your feet apart for plank jacks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to your belly and rest. Take an ear down, hands by your sides. Switch ears. You can stay here or you can flip over to your back, whatever feels good. Take butterfly, catch your breath, breathe deeply and intentionally, and just surrender. Surrender to gravity, accept the feelings that your sensations that your thighs may have right now, or your arms, or your core. Take a deep breath in and exhale into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Or you may stay in reclined butterfly if that feels good. On your next in-breath, bring your knees towards your chest, gentle squeeze to massage your lower back. And then take a full body stretch, reach, wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll out your wrists, your ankles. Place both hands by your sides where they're comfortable. Inhale deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale fully for 3, 2, 1. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale. Look over to your right. Look over to your left. Come back to center. Blink a few times and then open your eyes. You're done with your practice today.